How's it going, everybody? My name is Absoulem and welcome back. This is part 3 of my full platinum walkthrough for Hollow Knight Silksong, and I hope you guys are ready for just an incredible epic journey of an hour that is about to unfold, because by the end of this part, we are going to be leveled up and so freaking cool that your self-esteem might actually go up, okay? I'm not a fortune teller, but you might or might not get a girlfriend or boyfriend by the end of this video because you're gonna be so freaking cool. All right, we're getting trophies, we're getting skills, we're doing lockdowns, gauntlets. We're gonna wade into the deep end of this game, all right? So I hope you guys are prepared, and it is going to be quite the journey. But you know what time it is right now before we get started? It's time for Chapter 3's foreshadowing quote, which is, of course, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, crawl. And if you can't crawl, then you better find the dash ability that's called Swift Step in Hollow Knight Silksong, or so help me God. All right, that was a little less interpretive, but it still makes you think, makes you wonder, so I'll let you think on that one. But now it is time to actually start this chapter. So I'm going to be covering a lot of ground here, but first and foremost, I've had a lot of people ask me about the layout, the plan, the itinerary for this walkthrough, so I'm going to take the next couple minutes to discuss that. If you're not interested and you're like, just get going with the walkthrough, I'm going to put a timestamp that you can skip to actually pick up. But for right now, everybody, if you're interested, go to Deep Docks where we left off, and I'll meet you over there, and while I'm over there, I'll explain the loadout for, or the layout for this walkthrough. All right, so if you are interested, I guess if you stayed here, you're interested in the plan. So, hold on, this is so loud. Let me. I don't know why that thing is so loud. All right, now I can hear. So the overall plan here is that we have 3 runs. The bulk of this layout of this walkthrough is going to be the completion run. That's the completion trophy for just doing 100% of the game, right? Collecting all the items, doing all the bosses, getting all the stuff. That is what we're doing now. That's the full run. That's going to be roughly 25 parts, give or take. That, you know, just depending on how long it takes me to record certain areas. But that's the goal, about 25 parts, and we'll showcase the full game. And so don't worry about the speed runs, don't worry about the 30-hour thing. If you're able to do it, the 30-hour at the same time as this, then great. You can do things like save the game and back up the files before each boss, and then that way it only counts the run that you actually make it on, and you don't have to waste time dying. And that might help you get the 30 hours done without having to do a second run. But I'm not going to assume that people are going to earn the 30-hour trophy on this run. So I guess to make it easy, on the first run, just focus on learning the game, where everything is, how to do it, get good at the game, and just follow along with the first 25 parts or so of this walkthrough. Once we're done with this run, then we're going to tackle the 30-hour trophy, and then I'm going to break that in. I'm going to basically take a few days off, record my game, and then I'm going to consolidate it, and I'll probably take about a week or less to record it and edit it, and I'm going to condense it into about a 3-hour video. And I'm going to give you a bunch of resources to make it easy to follow along. And then that way you can go and do the 30-hour completion. I'll give you references for times and like where you should be at what times. And I'll definitely go over like what items count and where they are. I'll use the map. I'll try to make it as easy to follow along so that you guys will have like a montage basically of what to do and when to do it, and also some advice and tips to save time and not stress out too much on like if you wasted time. You'll use the backup saves, you'll use benches and things like that to make it easier. So I'll try to make a good like resource guide for the 30-hour run and just condense it into like a 3-hour video. And then the final video of this walkthrough will be the one that everybody's shaking in their boots about, which is the 5-hour speed run. So what I'm going to do is that'll be the last part of our walkthrough, and I'm going to upload a full gameplay, all 4 hours and whatever, right? And I'm just going to record it, and then I'll probably voice over that. I won't do it live commentary like I am now. I'm going to do a voiceover, and that way I can really explain things, what to skip, and I'm going to set it up differently, and I'm going to kind of, when we get to that point, I'll show you how I'm intending that you would use it, but I kind of expect that you'll use it at the same time as you're playing, and I'll go over like the best way to utilize that video, so that way everybody gets the platinum, because ultimately my goal is not to just show you the platinum, it's to get everybody, no matter what skill level, to that platinum. So if you're terrible at this game, I'm going to give you as much advice as I can to get that 5-hour and make it as easy as possible. So that's kind of the plan. The completion one is the full run, slow pace, just normal pacing, 25 parts. I'm going to upload once a day, if not more. Sundays are my day off, so I can usually get several videos up. So that's the plan. And then second run, the condensed video, and then the third run will be our 5-hour run, and then we'll all have the platinum trophy. So that's kind of the itinerary. Hopefully that answers everybody's questions with upload schedule and what the plan is and how it'll be laid out. Of course, when we get to the speedrun trophies, I will go over that a lot more. But for right now, let's just focus, have fun, and enjoy the full game for what it is. Don't worry too much about the speedruns or anything. All right. Now, if you skipped ahead, you were caught up. We just traveled in the subway system there to Deep Docks where we left off. So now you should be right here after the subways. So before we continue, let's go ahead and hit this bench up here. That way, if you die, you at least have a bench. Like so, and we'll be opening that door in this chapter as well. We're going to practically beat all of Deep Docks for right now, as much as we can at least. The way that this game is set up is like when you get abilities, you can come back through areas you've already beaten, and you're able to access new zones and stuff. Yeah, hit this guy, kill him. He is our new enemies of this area, or one of them at least. And we're going to go up later, so don't worry about going up. Just come over here to the right. And just ignore up there, and just come down this way. And drop all the way down, and then come to the left here, and then jump over the elevator, get up to this wall here, and then there's a secret room. We can pick up the shard bundle. Boom. And don't feel like you have to break those, or even the rosary bead ones. I just do it because I like to. But you can also save them for like when you get to a merchant and things like that. So don't feel like you have to crack those open. So come down the elevator and jump off to the left and grab some more shards. Yay! We're rich. Alright, now you can go right, you can go left. But what we're going to do is go left because it's a dead end. And we want to make our way all the way down to the left. You don't have to kill these enemies if you don't want. The slugs do hit like an absolute truck. So don't worry about it too much if you don't want. I'm just going to kind of drop down. Alright. If you say so, game. My goodness. Yay! We got beads. I can make like a charm bracelet now. Don't think I forgot about you, beads. Alright, let's come over here to the left. We can't go to the bottom right just yet because that door is shut. So come over here and kill Jeffrey, and I think his name is Thomas, I think. Ooh, beads, beads, beads. Gimme, gimme. And now there's beads hanging in the ceiling, so don't miss those. And there's more beads up above as well, so definitely get all those. And now we can kill, I don't think he actually has a name. They didn't name this guy. But yeah, he's gonna go nice and conveniently into that chest, and it's too bad we can't close that chest. But definitely open that chest and get all the rest of the loot there. And now, it's time for a trophy. It's time. See that door down at the bottom right? We can't get to that just yet, so don't worry about that. I'm gonna get some beads here from this man. Oh. Trying to get a little bit of beads for this chapter. We have to make some purchases that I'm not too happy about. Alright, so come over here, and this magma, you can actually walk on it, but you have to keep jumping. If you stay on it too long, you take a hit. So just do a little bunny hop. And then those rocks you can break for shards. And make it where you can't even see them. It's kind of fun. Love that. Love when the game's against you like that. always a good time. But yeah, come back over here, and we're gonna jump onto these platforms and head to the right. Just again, be quick. Cool. Oh, that almost killed him. Alright, I guess we'll go back. That's fine. I didn't actually want to stay up on the platforms. I wanted to fall down. Alright, now hit this lever. In case that wasn't painfully obvious. And we can just run back across and make our way up to the top left corner of this room for a trophy. Getting another silk, little silk, what is it called? Silk spool, I think? Spool fragment. That's for getting our second one in the game. You will unlock your trophy called Restored, right? And that's at 11 minutes. That's editing stuff. You probably wouldn't even get it. If I explained it to you. Alright, now hit that. That is going to just drop back down where we came from. See? So yeah, that'll be your 5th trophy so far of this walkthrough. And now we can head back up. We'll come back down to this area later on, but that's all we can do for now. Now we're gonna head to the right, and we're gonna read ourselves a good old signs, some good old-fashioned lore. Who doesn't like that, right? Just go ahead and do some light reading, and then we can hit this lever. And let's see. Now it's time for the main event. Monday. Come out to see the lockdown event. You paid for the seat, but you're only gonna need the edge. It's the lockdown. Alright, sorry. Guys, I really got to stop filming these at like 4 a.m. I just let all my intrusive thoughts happen. Tomorrow's my day off, so I don't want to like alarm you, but I'm gonna be filming in the like normal times of the day, so I actually might be like, you know, coherent. You're gonna be like, who is this guy? So yeah, just survived the lockdown. Nothing too crazy. Uh-oh. Oh, no, you did not just jump at me. Oh my goodness. Got him. I got him, guys. Don't worry about it. That's just it's just light work. It's just what I do, honestly. All right, now we can't go that way. Don't worry about that area. We will come back. For now, hit that bell. And go up top. Go up top again. And then we're going to hit this lever. And that's going to loop back to where we came from. So that's how we're going to get out of here. But for right now, just rest at this bench. And guys, get your best manners on. Like, straighten out your dress, comb your hair, and get our P's and Q's ready. Because we're meeting not only a forger, but the forger's daughter. Okay? She's a very polite person, and we need to treat her with the utmost respect because she is the person who upgrades our tools and stuff. So we need to treat her very well. Without her, we would not have good resources. So now what we're going to do is we are going to redeem some money. We're going to spend a lot of money this chapter. But first and foremost, buy the magma bell. If you don't have enough for this, farm it, come back, buy it. But we're going to redeem our craft metal and the 110 beads for the magma bell. And if you have enough left over, go ahead and buy the crafting kit Otherwise, when we come back this way at the end of the chapter, I'm going to pick up the crafting kit then. But no matter what you do, save at least 30 beads. If you are planning on buying both right now, make sure you have 30 left over. Because we're about to buy a bench for 30 things. So save at least 30. And like I said, we'll come back later and buy the rest. But we do need to buy everything she has throughout the game, because that counts towards our tool trophy. There's like 50 tools off the top of my head. But yeah, just speak to her, exhaust her dialogue. And then this guy, he's just a hard worker. Malo, say what you will about Balo, but he's a hard worker. You know, no one said he's not. But now we can come over here and equip the magma belt. Boom. There we go. So now that's going to allow us to run on magma a lot longer, which is very nice. And now we're going to backtrack a little bit. Yeah, we're going to go back up to the right now. So just backtrack a bit. Back to where we started the chapter. Get some beads, we're going to need them for sure. This is where we started. And now we're going to go up here and towards the right. So... Yum. Beads. Jump up and over, and then we can drop down, and then drop down one more time and hit the little lever and jump on that. And we can go in here. And guys, this is a room. It might not be much else, but it is definitely a room. And then that boy, you see him above us sleeping like a little innocent enemy. We're gonna give him a nice poke to the butt. And now, I promise you, he is awake. He is definitely awake. But yeah, that's pretty much all. It's, you know, that's it. Like I said, it's a room. It is definitely that. But let's see. Whoops. So jump up. Jump over here, and then jump over here, and then you're going to jump over here, and then you're going to jump right there, and then you're going to jump right here, and then boom, lever. Shit. I forgot to say that jump over. God damn it. Oh, you guys are never going to know what to do now. Jump over here. All right, cool. Now, yeah, make your way up to the right. Dude, get off the edge. I gotta be able to jump up there. Alright, that works too. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Carl, I'm sorry. But yes, here is our magma belt in full function. You'll see that in the top left corner, our little, like, orange ball that, like, flashes when we're in the magma. When it goes out, that's when we're back to normal, and we have to actually start moving. So that's that, but it'll replenish after a few seconds, and then you'll be good to go in the magma. Don't think I forgot about him. He almost got away from us. Not today, though. Alright, now these are the little kangaroos. I actually like these guys. They're chill. I mean, they're not hurting nobody. They're just hopping. Alright, now we're going to make our way... Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know. There's something, like, innocent about those. Now, kill the big dude. And let's see. Foreshadowing. You can't do that. Only I can foreshadow. And we do it at the start of the walkthrough, not at the middle. Get it right. Yeah, that ant. We will see that ant in a minute. Okay? Something tells me we might kill him. It's just a hunch. Well, the kangaroos, it took them only 3 enemies until they turned on me and actually hurt me. Alright, so break this. And while that's blowing up, we can head over to the left and collect those beads. But definitely watch out for the rocks, the boulders. There's one more right here, so just run right through it. And then it'll pop the beads for us. We can let the rocks do our dirty work. Now come up and go to the right. And then there's a bench there. That sign was not lying. There are benches that are trick benches in this game, so there are a few of those. Gotta be careful, but don't worry, I will let you know when it's a trick bench. Okay? Yeah, so there's that rest there. And now we're gonna go clear up this area top, and then that'll pretty much finish up this spot, and then we'll backtrack down back towards the Forge's Daughter. Well, this path we're on now is to earn an ability for the Swift Step, so that's gonna be massive. That's gonna allow us to dash, and it's gonna be I think the best thing that's ever happened to you. So we can't go up that way just yet, so don't worry about that. Right now, just hop up, get to this ledge, and worry about that guy, and then now we can focus on the ant. Oh, okay. You know, sometimes in life, you get the short stick. And sometimes you just get fucked. And that was one of those times. Anyways, jump back up here. We can't go right. I mean, you can try if you want. Good luck. But here is the second lockdown. The secret show after the main event. This is the main event. Same thing as before. Kill that greedy little red ant that we saw earlier. We can't let him get away with that. Oh. They had to pop up there? Like, really? These red ants are actually easier if you stay like right in their face. If you back off of them, they what do you call it? They can throw these like bubbles at you, and it does a lot of damage. So, even if you take a hit or something off these guys, it's easier just to stay right in front of them and just spam your attack. All right, so once we've killed that, we collected our thumbnail there too. You'll see it. You'll see it. I went like slow-mo, like I was in the Matrix, and we snapped that photo. All right, drop down here, and there's a secret wall. But hit that boulder real quick. And then I would kill this enemy before we do anything. There we go. And then over here, there's a secret wall. Yay! But watch out. There's a fly that wants to ruin our fun. All right, let's go get ourselves some rosary beads. Frayed rosary string. We are now 0.03% closer to the 100%. I did the math. Don't worry about it. We're doing it. Oh, okay. Oh! 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 Lovely. You know what? I'll leave that one in. I'll leave it in. Sometimes you got to show your mistakes, and that's just how the cookie crumbles. I mean, so what if I died right before the shortcut was unlocked, and I could have just immediately ran back? So what, guys? So what? I mean, we're just having fun. I love getting hit into spikes. That's always fun. All right. Yeah. No, I earned that one. I earned that one. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so I died right there, and if I had just made it to here, we would have unlocked the shortcut, which goes back to the bench over across the way. So, fun stuff there, fun stuff. I'll leave it in. I think I even saw a comment in the last video about someone's like, show your deaths. So that's for you. But yeah, we're going to come over here. You can rest the bench, feel free to, but we don't have to fight anybody really over here, so it's not too stressful. But what we are going to do is collect the almighty, the glorious, the long-awaited, the infamous, the Silksong. Swift. Step, everybody, we can dash. Let's go. That was a really long animation there. I had to drag that one out. But look at how cool we are now, guys. I think you can feel the our charisma going up. I mean, like, well, just wait till your crush sees how cool you are with this. But yes, we're gonna run and dash across the world here. Just keep running and dashing, showing off our new ability. Hit that lever. Jump up here. Now run and dash and run and dash. And guess what? We can play Savior because we just freed another flea. That flea is so freaking free now. Whoops. Got him. Yeah, so kill that dude right there. Hit that door. And this is actually going to take us back to that bench that we started at. Kind of at the very, very beginning. So that's cool. But yeah, now we can really speed through the world. So this is going to help us progress very quick throughout the parts. So now our chapters are going to be like 10 minutes, I think, probably. Definitely not, but you know, they could be. Actually, I don't really need to rest at that bench, so feel free if you want, if you feel like you're going to die or something, but we're just running back now. But see, I mean, like, my goodness, are we leveled up. We have the ability to run on magma. We can now dash. We have money. We have hopes and dreams. I mean, we have it all, guys. We have it all. So keep making your way all the way back. We're going to go all the way down to the right. There we go. Back to where we came. No big deal. And then now, instead of going down, now we can finally get over here. So jump up. And hit that lever. And don't you even dare go in that room right now, okay? You're not ready for that. Don't even think about it. First, we are going to go and rest at this bench. Okay? We're also going to go talk to the Forge Daughter one more time. Not really speak to her, but we are going to buy the crafting kit. Yes, give me that. I would like that, please. So now we can actually, later in the game, let's make sure you exhaust her dialogue after buying that. Alright, cool, we're good. And then Ballo, you can say hello again. Still working, that man never stops. But basically, as we progress the game later on, we can get more precious resources and bring them back to her. And that crafting kit allows our tools to be a little bit stronger. So it implements to increase their lethal ability. So it's good. You know, it makes our, what do you call these? Our little kunai blades and all. It makes those better. Just things like that. So it's always good to have that. And it counts towards our trophy and all, so no big deal. But alright, anyways, we have made it to the end of the chapter for the most part. We have one more thing, which is going to be our 6th trophy, and that is for beating Lace for the first time. Now, Lace is kind of like we were the Hornet character in the first game, the reoccurring boss that you kind of chase through the world. Lace is kind of that for us. So we will fight her several times. But this is the first one. It's tied to a trophy. We just have to beat her this time. Nothing too crazy. And she's really easy. It might take you a couple of tries to get the flow down. But she has just a couple attacks. She has one where she can... she'll do like just a basic attack. And you can just hit her once. Always go for just one attack and then back off. So every time you hit her, always back away. I'm going to treat this sign like that's her. Okay, so you'd always hit her, back away with your dash. That way you avoid any sort of follow-up attack. Because she has a couple of follow-up attacks. But as long as you hit her and dash, you'll be okay. And then she has, after her normal attack, she can do a thing where she jumps and does a, like a diagonal attack like that. And so you can just dash under her and then hit her from behind. That's the only, and then her third and final attack is she has a, like a dash ability. Her needle, her weapon will turn gold, and that's your indication to just jump over her. So that's all you gotta do. Either jump over her, dash under her, or just hit her and back away. That's it. And then in the final phase, there's 3 phases. In the final one, she can teleport, and you'll see this like white orb on the screen. As long as you're not in that white orb, you're fine. So that's it. If you want to save the game and back it up here so you don't waste any time, feel free. But yeah, definitely rest that bench below us. That way, in case you die, you come back to that bench and not all the way back where we came from. But now, let's showcase Lace. Your shoe's untied. I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about Lace. So there's that. The dash ability. Saw how her blade went gold, right, like that. And that we can just jump over her, and again for a third time. That's crazy. Oh, I had to jump into it because I was on the edge. Hold on. If you have to heal, again, every time you hit her, back up. But if you have to heal, wait till one of her like big attacks, like the dash one, like this one, you can heal right now. You have enough time. But any other attack in phase 1, probably not a good idea. And then when you stun her like that, that ends phase 1. You can get about 3 or 4 hits in. The only real attack you need to worry about is that flurry attack, which she'll do if you stay like too close to her. Like that. That one can ruin your day. Phase 2 is now done, so now she'll do the that attack. And every time she slams, you can get a cheap shot in. Otherwise, same exact boss. It's actually really easy because it gives us an open window. This is a very good boss to like learn the flow of this game. Watch this, watch this. Oh, that's a thumbnail. That's a freaking... Guys, that's a thumbnail. I mean... Run away. That's what I thought. Run away. Anyways, you're gonna pop your 6th trophy. It's gonna be called Pharloom's Welcome, is what that's gonna be called. So yeah, that's the 6th trophy so far. Good job. It's not too hard of a boss, but it really teaches you the base mechanics of fighting in this game. I think it's a good, like, it's our first like big boy boss. It's our first proper boss, I would say, but not too difficult to where you're like stressed out. But if you can get good at fighting her and just how to dash, how to jump over, when to look for things, it'll teach you the base mechanics of a game like this. So I think you'll be in a good shape if you can really learn this boss. But now let's continue over here, and we're going to open up a bench by ringing a second bell, everybody. We rung the second bell. Look at it. There it goes. Ding dong. Open that bench up, please. Thank you. All right. There we go. All right, so this is going to be where we stop the chapter here, because in this room is our next area. So we're going to come do that next. But for now, this is a good stopping point. Like always, I'm going to go over the inventory before we end this chapter here. But that basically completes all of the main 3 areas: the Deep Docks, the Morrow, and Mos Grotto. As you can see, we filled out the entire map. You know, obviously there are secret areas. As we gain abilities, we'll be able to access new areas within the areas that we've already been. But for right now, we are pretty much 100% done. You should have a map that looks like this, where it's all filled in. And then as far as everything that we have so far, this chapter we picked up the crafting kit. Most likely you bought that as well. We had our second spool fragment. Let's see. We didn't get any maps or anything this chapter. I've picked up 5 shawls so far from farming. Excuse me. And then we picked up the magma bell, which I have equipped. We have, of course, our straight pins and our silk spear. And then we didn't pick up anything else as far as items go. We did make progress on the lost fleas. You'll see that we have 2 so far. And then, yeah, like I already showed our map, so we are good to go. But yeah, we're going to continue on in the world, and that's kind of everything. We got two trophies this chapter. We picked up all the items I just went over. We got our swift step now again, so we are good to go. We're pretty powered up, and now it's time to start cranking through these chapters here, because now we can actually start making progress with our dash. So I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far, and I appreciate you guys watching, all the support so far, and I look forward to picking up in our next chapters. So thank you guys, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.